Hello everybody, back with another showcase. In today's showcase, I'll be showing y'all how to make a keycard door system. Now, to get started with this system, you want to make a folder inside of Workspace called Keycard Doors, and this will be where all your doors are, and inside every single door, there will be a left door, a right door, and a card reader, and inside that card reader, there will be a proximity prompt, and then the sound that plays when you open it. And then inside the door model, there are two attributes. One called open time, which is how long the door will stay open before closing, and one called security level. Now the security level will be used to check what key card the player has, as I have two key cards in here. And to showcase that, I will play the game. Now this, as it says right here, is a level 1 key card required. And right here, as you can see, my very high definition key cards. The level 1, and if I hold it out and open it, it'll work and it'll open. After that 3 seconds, it'll close. It also works if you have a key card of a higher access level. Try to open it, it will always open and close back. It won't work unless you're holding the key card, as you can see right here. Now on this one, this is a level 2 key card required, but if we try to use our level 1 key card, well, it's not going to open since we need level 2. So we pull out our level 2, it will open. So let's get straight into making this. Oh, also for the key cards, don't forget, all it is just, oh, I just made it apart. You can make whatever you look like. It's just the tool itself is the thing you want to add the attribute, and it has an attribute called access level, and that's where you put your access level. This one's 1, this one's 2. Alright, let's get straight into making this. So first you want to make a folder inside replicated storage called modules, and inside that modules folder you want to make a keycard or a module script and name it keycard door or whatever. And inside server script service, we're going to make a server script named keycard door server, which I spelled incorrectly here. Now inside of our keycard module script, it's actually very similar to my last video of the sliding door tutorial, as the doors are pretty much exact same as well. But here we go. It's a bit longer, but we get our tween service. We get our two constant variables, slide distance and slide time. Slide distance is how far the doors will slide out when you open it. Like how you saw here, they slide out like that in studs. So it slides 6 studs out in both sides. And then it'll go back. The slide time is how long the door will take to open. And now use one function. We call it keycard.setup, and we're going to put door as the parameter. And now we're going to get all of the stuff inside of our doors. As you can see, we can get the left door, the right door, the card reader, the prompt inside that card reader, and the sound that plays when we open it. Now we want to get our attributes, the open time attribute, and we're going to default it to 3 just in case we don't have one. And that's goes the same with the security level. We get the security level, or we just default it to 1 if we don't have one. Now, for this, we're just defaulting the prompt's text inside of our proximity prompt. The action text will be the big one on the bottom that you'll see, and just says open door. And the object text is that little small text you saw at the top that said level 1 keycard required. But to get that working with all doors, we're just gonna use a string for level, and then we're going to concatenate the security level variable we have up here, which will be the level of our door, and then put that back to a string for keycard required. And after that, we want to cache the door positions like how they are currently. They're closed right now, so I'm going to make 2 variables called left and right close, and so just set that to the left and right door C frames. Now we want to get their open positions and what they will be. And all we're going to do is get the 2 variables called left and right open. We're going to get we're just going to copy these over, but we're going to multiply a new C-frame on top of it. And just like in our last video, we just put slide distance on the x-axis and then 0 for the rest. And for the other door, you'll put a negative slide distance and 0 for the rest. And why we do that is on this axis is because when we are dragging it here in workspace, see here in the transform, the C-frame position, it moves, see the left door, it will move in a positive direction. So we will want a positive number for the x, which is by default 6. But for the right open, when we move it, it is moving in a negative direction. So to make our variable negative, all we do is put the minus sign and then our variable, and then it'll be negative. After that, we want to make our tween info, pretty much the info we give our tween service when we're animating the door. And what we give is the time it'll take for the tween. I'm going to do the easing style, which is you can make whatever you want. I chose sine for default, but there's all of these. You can test around. And then we need the easing direction, which I just put out. Now after that, we want to make our anti-spam flag so the door doesn't break when people are spamming keycards or whatever. So make that into false. And now the final thing is when we trigger the prompt, we want to grab the player who triggered it, and that would give us the player in the player service, which we don't really want. So we're gonna get the character by saying local player, player who triggered that character. This gets the character, which will be, show you here, which will be in workspace. This is your character, the model of your model in the workspace, and it has all of your parts. And if you equip something, the tool will go into your character. That's how we're also going to read what you're holding when you're clicking the prompt. I'll show you in a second. Now we're going to make an empty variable called card because we're going to be changing this. Now we're going to make a for loop, and we're going to use for underscore child in pairs, and we're going to loop through the character that we just got up here. And inside of that, we're going to use something called string.find, and what we're trying to find is if one of our cards inside of our character, I'll show you here. So all of these are characters of, or not characters, all these are children of our character. And what we want to find is if one of our children's name contains Keycard, then we're going to set this empty card variable to that keycard. So as you can see, there's nothing here called keycard, but when we hold out our tool, it goes into our character, and then that way we can read keycard now. Now that we have that, we want to break out the for loop. Now we want to use our spam flag that we made up here. And so if we don't have a card, or if is busy is true, it's meaning the door's already open, then it's going to return end. If we don't have our card or the door's already open, then none of this will run. So now, once we hit the prompt with our key card in our hand, it's going to say if our card's access level is greater than or equal to the door's security level, then the door will open. So we're going to set the spam flag to true, so we can't just keep spamming the open. And then we're going to create two tween services for our left and right door. So tween service create, and then we're going to do the instance we want to tween, which is going to be left door. Now we want to give it tween info. It's going to be what we made up here. And we're going to make a property table, and the property we are changing is the C-frame of our instance, left door, and we want to put the C-frame to the left open, which we made up here. This is going to be 6 studs to chosen direction. Then we're gonna copy this, paste it down here, and just place left door with right door and left open with right open, and play our sound. Then we're going to test that way the open time, which is in the model here, the open time, our variable up here that we made. Then after that open time, we're just gonna copy these tween surfaces right here, paste it down here, and all we're changing is the property table right here. We're gonna say left closed and right closed instead of open, so it goes back to its closed state. And we're gonna play our sound. And now we're going to wait the slide time, which is 0.6, just to make sure the door is fully closed. And then we're going to set is busy back to false, so people can open the door. And I don't think we actually need this. So for that. There we go. That is our module script. Now if we go to our server script, all we're getting is the doors folder inside of workspace. We're going to get the module script inside of our modules folder in replicate storage. And now we're going to set it up for every single door by doing a for loop, so for underscore door in pairs. We're going to look inside of our doors folder, get all the children, and if the door is a model, which they should be, and the is a right here is just checking its class name. But as you can see, when you click on something, everything has a class name. This one would be part, this one's model. This is looking for a model, so we're good. All your doors should be models. And if it is, then it will set up that door, the keycard door. And that is it for the tutorial. I'll show y'all what it looks like one more time. Level 1 keycard door. Level 1 keycard. Opens, got my level 2 opens it. It'll open and close. Got my level 1 here for a level 2. It won't open since I don't have the access level for it. But if I hold out my level 2 keycard, it will open and I can walk through. And if you want to make your own door, all you gotta do is copy a door and do whatever you want. Name it whatever you want here. I'm just keeping it simple. Change its security level. And if you need to, make another keycard. Just duplicate one of those. Name it something relevant and change the access level. And then you can play it. Now this keycard 3 should be able to, still has a 2 on it. All you gotta do is go into the handle, service GUI, and text label, and just change the text to a number. That's how I'm doing it. Now, say 3. So this should be able to open every single door. And now this keycard 2 shouldn't be able to open level 3, but it can open 2 and 1. Those for keycard 1 shouldn't be able to open 2 or 3, which it can't. And that's everything for the system and everything for the video. I hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I'll catch y'all next time. So peace out.